What is that?
Is this a racial slur? Hey, everybody, listen to this 2-5 cast.
I don't know.
Episode 35. I'm your host, Mike. I'm here with Kamden.
Hey.
I was so
missed
scared.
that. No, I'm not going to say anything bad. I liked the what up fucker bit.
What
So,
up, fucker?
If you listen to this, we restarted because I said a bad word.
Yeah, real bad word.
And not on purpose.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I don't know.
Our ship name is Miketon. We're leaving it at that.
Boom.
So what's fucking Travis? Who?
Boom.
Oh fuck. What's up, dude?
It's whatever. It's just another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like my mouth's kind of parched, but nothing else.
Oh, okay. Good
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah, I got to sleep in today, even though I'm kind of about to yawn.
Nice.
Yep. No, I got to sleep in today because I've been really tired because I haven't been getting the best sleep past couple nights.
I'm gonna get the best sleep I've had in a long time.
Yeah, why is that?
I got a new bed, baby.
New bed.
I'm a new bed bastard. I don't know.
New bed bastard.
New bed bastard. This is an Airbnb. We'll be sleeping on an air mattress. No, it's not an air mattress.
No, it's an actual mattress.
It's a pretty good bed.
That looks like a pillow top mattress.
Yeah.
That would be not good for my back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I have back problems, so I need like very firm mattress.
Is there a pillow bottom mattress or pillow verse mattress? Sex jokes.
Boom, dun 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 dun. No, I'm my mattress is like 100% memory foam.
Yeah.
Yeah, as is
I remember you, bitch.
as is the pillow that I sleep on. It's a cooling memory foam pillow.
Oh.
It's great.
Oh.
I got it for Christmas one year.
Big fancy.
I got it for Christmas, and then
Yeah.
I got my mattress. That was
How many girls you take back and fuck on it?
I've fucked 3 people on my mattress.
Nice. High five that.
Boom. It's 3 separate people.
Nice.
Excluding
player.
Excluding myself. And I mean, not right back to back or anything.
Yeah, you did. It was fucking. How do you fuck?
I mean, if you're asking like girls specifically, 1,
It's.
because 2 of them are guys. But whatever. I'll tell
Hey,
I'll tell
everybody,
my
it's the
sex life.
2-5 cast. Just kidding.
I had
When
a.
it goes off the rails, I just want to delete the whole train and get it back going.
No.
Take it to the station, boys.
I like this weird, goofy stuff. I did have somebody ask about us today.
Yeah?
Yeah, they were interested in like listening to our channel.
Did anyone I know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I don't know if I just like give them a little shout out. Go for it. No. Okay. Yeah. Well, no,
They
they were
gotta earn it.
yeah, they were interested. They were interested in our channel, and I was like, oh,
Oh.
here's where you find us. So
Was it Abby?
no,
She already knows.
yeah, she already knows. She just chooses not to listen.
She's our #1 fan. What are you talking about?
You're right.
She
I'm
sounds
wrong.
off in the comments every day. Even though she already responded. She's like, I'm back again, fuckers.
Oh Lord, was she Irish soap?
No.
I don't know. I know. I'm just joking.
That's
I don't know.
soapy.
I don't know what her like actual YouTube name. I know my sister had a YouTube channel.
That's
But
dead.
they do nothing now. But I don't know what like her personal channel's called. Like I don't know if she does anything.
Dying
personally.
Entertainment, more like Dying Entertainment.
Dying entertainment. I mean, like I'm sure that some people's like kink. Circling back to fucking what last week's podcast.
What, snuff?
Yeah, I'm not into that. Which is,
Really? It's been a whole day and you're not into it?
no, I'm not into it.
I thought I'd convert you.
A whole day. What do you mean a whole day, y'all? It's been a week. What I mean is Mike and I, we were on vacation. Yeah, when this comes out, we will have been on vacation.
Yeah.
And so we have to kind of like backlog. Oh, actually, I think Mike's on vacation right now. So I hope Mike's having fun.
Yeah.
Future
yep.
Mike.
I'm.
Hope you're having fun.
I will be gone. I will be still gone for 2 more days.
Yep. I mean, mine's only like a couple days. Like my trip itself's not very long. But yeah, so we have to kind of backlog a little bit, and so you're not gonna get the most like up to date stuff. But next week you'll hear all about our trips and what we did. Yeah, it's been all fun. And so, I mean, it was a blast. I don't know.
It was a blast.
It was a blast.
I'm speaking in the future, of course.
I know it'll be, but I was actually referring to moving your bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just want to give a little small shout out to my mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, Mom, thank you because she got up from her comfort zone and drove over to Mike's house, and then drove somewhere to get the bed, and then drove back over. And so I just like, thank you. I will never stop appreciating when people help me like that. I don't know. It's just nice.
You helped me. I appreciate you.
No, thanks, man.
Yeah.
And I helped you put it together.
Yeah.
There's just like that mysterious piece that's...
Yeah, we're just not going to talk about that. There's like a piece that we're like, did I just take this by accident? Is this part of the bed? Am I going to die?
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't really look like it goes with the rest of the bed.
Who knows?
You're right, who knows? So what are your plans? What's the first thing you want to do now that you have a new bed? Fuck. Gotcha.
It's just... no, sleep, dude. Just...
I mean, like
pass out.
It's like when I moved, one of the first things I wanted to do was like make my space my own.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of things that I could do that with, but like, so like recently I just bought some rugs from Target, and they're very soft because we don't have like carpeting or anything, and I like carpet.
I like carpet.
I like carpet.
I like carpet.
So like something I never did at my parents' house, what I always wanted to do is I have this like a really dark blue paint that I did in like a corner of my room. It was like, it goes into the ceiling and then kind of like partly on the walls. And I wanted to do it at my parents' house when I lived with them. But I did it in my new place, and I have stars, like glow-in-the-dark stars and stuff above my bed. So it looks like outer space.
So here's a hot tip I want to introduce to you. When you do the little stars, what you should do is get like a little blacklight paint and then trace around it in different colors. So you have the stars, but then you have like a star with a pink outline, with a blue outline.
Oh, well, they're like different shapes. Yeah, I mean, they're not just stars, but they're like planets and stuff.
Boring, no, just stars. You can't see planets from space. Just kidding.
Let me live my childhood fantasy.
All right, you're fine. You're okay.
Yeah. So then, like I said, like now that you have this bed, like, do you want to like buy some new pillows? You want to buy? Like...
I'm slowly reclaiming this area. Like, it's like the studio's like a little nicer for us to record in. We're not like, it's not like this weird thing that we had to like. I had to like redo all my monitors and everything to do it. Like it's a little bit more natural, I feel like. I got the shelving in there, so I got all my fucking nerd shit in there.
It's cute.
Yeah. Slowly but surely I'm fucking taking over this basement. It's funny because you remind me of something, not directly, but you're in a similar predicament I was in years ago, because, not to put you on blast or anything,
no, it's okay.
But you're moving back in with your mama and papa, right?
I'm not.
You're not?
I haven't decided officially.
Oh, okay.
I would like to. Here's my predicament. I would like to move back in with my parents because I don't pay anything and I would save more money.
Yeah. Also, that's like a millennial thing.
I know.
Like,
I enjoy living on my own, but like I said, I don't really have a lot of finances, but I have a couple issues of like one of the I have a couple of reasons why I kind of don't want to. So I haven't decided, but one of the main reasons is because my roommate has a dog, and he said that whenever like we part ways or whatever, if we part ways, I could potentially keep the dog, and I fucking love that dog. And that's a big influence. But another really, really big influence above that is my freedom. Yeah. So, I mean, go ahead. You were saying, though.
Yeah, so years ago, when I first was trying to move out of the house, it was in 2011 after the tornadoes came and ripped shit.
Yep.
And
they're like, what up, fuckers?
What up, fuckers? Yeah. So we were like redoing the houses, and I was like, well, since I'm planning on moving, and I was like, Jackie, do you want to take my room, since I had to get everything out because it was damaged?
Yep.
And then Jackie was like, hell yeah, and got the bigger room. But then I didn't end up moving for like another 2 years, so I was like in the smaller room, and that literally happened. Like, Abby took your room as soon as you moved out, right?
Yeah, literally as soon as I moved out. Like
they couldn't even wait to get your shit out. They just fucking threw it in the living room.
Like, my stuff was still in my room, and then like they were moving Abby's stuff into the room. I was like, fuck.
Thanks, fuckers.
I mean, whatever. Like, who cares? But like, if I move back in, I will be in the smaller room.
Yeah.
Which actually, I don't mind now. I don't mind so much now that I have like kind of learned in moving out. What I have learned so far is how to organize better. I have way better organizational skills.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at me. I moved a bunch and
Yeah, I know.
organized.
Jeez.
Man, I can pinpoint everything. Ask me where something is in my room.
I'm drawing a blank. I don't know.
Right over there.
Thank you. You found it.
Nope.
But like when I was living with my parents, I could just throw shit around, and I was like, whatever. And like, there is a little part of my room that I just throw some shit on. Like, I have some boxes that I just like throw clothes there because I'm too lazy to go put it in my laundry basket in the laundry room. But yeah, I've like learned way better organizational skills, and I feel like I've learned more of how to like take care of my space. And what a lot of people I feel don't realize is, or they don't think about it as much, is, I mean, I have depression. I think in some semblance, Mike, you will also agree that you have a form of like some kind of depression.
Sure.
I mean, we all kind of do, and to some degree. But your environment is a really big factor in your mental health.
Yeah.
And so, like, for me, there was one day before I even moved out, before I even was thinking about moving out, like, I just felt absolutely nothing. I was like, I have no feeling. I feel like I have no attachment to anything. Like, I was just numb. And so I got rid of a lot of stuff that I felt like I didn't need, which I didn't actually need. And there was a part of me that, of course, my mom doesn't listen to these, so God bless. But there was part of me that was keeping some things because growing up, if we got rid of something, like, oh, we don't need this anymore, my mom would kind of guilt trip us about it. It's like, oh, you don't need this? You know, like, why don't you need this? Even though I will say we donate every single year, multiple times a year. Like, what do you not need? Let's donate it if we can. And so there's a, like, I just, this particular day, I just like, of course my parents weren't home, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get rid of a bunch of shit. And I did. I got rid of a ton of shit that I didn't need.
It's kind of lethargic. Or
cathartic.
Cathartic. Thank you.
That's the word you're looking for. Yeah,
it's a very freeing experience.
Yeah, and so there was a point then I was like, my room was like, it looked kind of bare.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I don't really have like all this like garbage, and it felt kind of nice, but I felt kind of sad because I was like, oh, maybe this is how I feel.
Yeah.
And of course that builds up quickly again. But and just like now that I have a bed frame because my bed's out on the floor, I have more room, and I've learned how to compartmentalize things more and not feel as bad about being like, I don't actually need this or use this, and then getting rid of it or passing it off to somebody who could use it. Like a bunch of socks. I had like a bunch of like really good socks that I never even used, and I put them in a bag full of some other clothes that I don't need.
Yeah.
And donated them.
Oh, nice.
Sort of like a donation bin.
Good on you, dude.
Hmm.
Yeah, I try to do that as much as I can. But like almost like a similar story. Like my mom's just like, "Oh, you're gonna donate that? Are you sure it doesn't fit?" And that's a whole like overweight thing and finding clothes, and it's just like, please, don't worry about it. I make enough money where I'm like, if I need to buy something, I will go and buy it, and I will eat my fucking hat if I, donated something I later needed, because it's like, I don't know, I hate that whole like, oh, but what if I need it? Because that just influences so much and keeps you in a state of like perpetual like stasis almost, where you're like you can't do anything, like you don't have the room.
It's like a form of hoarding almost.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is, because I mean, people hoard different things where it's like one particular thing, and they maybe have like a hyper focus interest on it. Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's just like, oh, everything here has a sentimental value, and thus now I can't get rid of it because it's so important to me. So,
yeah. I mean, and like since I moved out, I feel a lot better about like myself mentally. Like I feel like I'm in a better place. But I moved out like a couple months ago. You can go back and listen to the podcast. Find out about that experience.
I don't remember. 18.
Thanks, dude.
No, I don't know.
I'm not good at math. Please don't put me on the spot. I don't know. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. So I just feel better. Like my environment has made me feel a lot better about myself. Oh. Also feeling like I have more of a space of my own.
Yeah, that sense of agency is super important.
Yeah, and like even like the bathroom. Like my roommate and I don't have the same bathroom.
That's gotta be cool.
Like, I mean, his bathroom is in his room. Like it's attached to his room.
Mm-hmm.
Like I live in a trailer, So the bedroom has a bathroom attached to it, and I have just like the general bathroom, but I can still make it whatever I want.
I honestly hate the like negative connotations around trailers.
I know.
Where they're
Me too.
like assumed to be trashy or whatever, and then like I'm not gonna say there's not a little truth to that. Like some of your neighbors.
As a person who lives in a trailer park, there is definitely some truth to that.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to be the one to say that.
Nope. There was literally a meth head that lived catty corner to where we were, and she used to beat the fuck out of her children.
Yeah. Okay.
And now she doesn't live there anymore. Now it's a nice family with a big white dog.
Oh, like I hope those kids are okay.
I know. I felt really bad.
Anyway, what I was saying is I really like micro houses. I want something real small and compact and like low input or low not input footprint, because I just don't need a lot of space. Like the thing about micro houses, it's like it's the thought of efficiency expanded upon as much as it could. Like, you know, it's got like a little upstairs place, and that's like for your bed, and it's like all nice and cozy and small. But if you want something a little bigger, you have it downstairs, and it's like a living room slash like eating area, and then you have like the kitchen, and then you have like, you know, like a lot of micro houses are like luxury boiled down to like a very small area.
They sure are. Yeah, for like a little while there, I used to watch like Tiny House Big Living or some shit on TLC. I don't know. I also, for a long while, there's a YouTube channel that literally just shows off like little houses, like small houses. I think the idea is just to like give you ideas.
Yeah.
About like on things you can do, but I was so interested because for a while I was like, oh, if I literally spend the rest of my life by myself. Like, I have friends, but if I live by myself, I will 100%, like, I would totally invest in that because I also don't need a whole lot of space. It's, like, good enough for me. Also, I would be living, like, in the middle of the fucking woods.
Yeah.
So,
like, honestly, like, a little bit off the grid, on the grid, like, still, kind of, like, 1 foot on, 1 foot off, like, solar panels.
Like, you're fucking, like, straddling the border.
Yeah. Like, you got your panels, so you don't really need electricity, but you got, like, internet.
Yeah.
You got like a little garden, but not enough to like sustain yourself, just to like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, some of those small houses have like small little gardens. Yeah. They're like in hanging baskets, and they do like cilantro and parsley and like little spices. See, I think that's cool.
I'm weird. I don't like plants inside the house.
I do. I
like gardening strictly outside. Like hanging plants, I just like. No, I with one exception, I like windowsill plants, like little things that are like good for sunlight that.
If people live in like the city and have like an apartment.
Yep. Yeah, I like those.
Yeah.
Like
cool.
ideal, straight up, and it's like it's weird because that's like a hard thing to pitch to someone that is like a potential significant other, where it's like, oh well, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And it's like, I don't know, fucking tiny house, bitch. Me and my car paid off, tiny house paid off, and then
good to go. But that's the thing is like I only like foresaw that kind of thing if I was like, oh, just spend the rest of my life alone. I don't know what I'm gonna do now, so I have actually no plan. Even though like for me, a small house is not like my first, like it's not my first, like that's not like the go-to. I'm like, I'm gonna live in a tiny house or one of those micro houses. Like, that's not my first thought. My first thought is, like, I'm going to live in probably, like, a moderately sized house.
I won't live in a pod, dude.
Like a
fucking pod.
And just throw you into the ocean?
I don't know what city has it, but there's pods in airports where it's just like I got a fucking layover in 17 hours. I don't really want to get an apartment. It's just like a little thing with a bed, like a little TV, some charge ports, something for your laptop. You get internet. You just like fucking swipe your card, and then you, I guess, I don't know, pay by the hour.
I don't know what airport this is. I didn't even know that.
I just want a fucking apartment like that.
They have those like they're all over Tumblr, and I always see them. But they have they're like through aesthetic blogs always, but they always show like here's an area like in the woods that has like a nice like tree house or something built. What I fucking love are like I think this is also on TLC or it's some other like fucking home network channel, but there's like a company that goes in and they build these like fucking awesome tree houses. Like they're always in the middle of the woods, in, like someone's backyard or whatever, but they're like it's almost like a fucking house in the trees. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. And they have, they're just so big and so nice. And, like, you could actually live in them. I don't know. Like that's something I always thought was really cool, and I always wanted a tree house when I was younger. Not like to that extent, just like something.
Right.
But I didn't have the tree.
Or the house.
Or yeah, right. Or the house to do it in.
Or the dad to do it.
That's also true. That's also a fact. The amount of times
striked out 3 times, dude.
Well, the amount of times I was like, "You want a tree house?" I'm like, okay, well, I'll do it tomorrow. But whatever. So I got really.
Sorry, son. Just started drinking, never stopped.
It's not like here's a weird like thing. I don't think about it too much, but just like a weird thing is, so I was born in '96. I know I'm a little Bobby. For anybody who's listening, if you're younger than me, then you are the Bobby, and I'm your superior.
You'll pass the baton.
Yep, it's in your hands now. But my dad started like heavily drinking the year I was born, and like part of me sometimes is like, is that because I was born?
Yeah.
But even though I know it wasn't, I know for a fact it wasn't. It's because the company he was working for went on like a major strike. If you are creepy enough and want to fucking research that enough, then you can find all about my life. But went on like a major strike, and so it's a union. It's in a union job. Because of that stress, he started to drink more, and he just kind of never stopped. So, yeah, I'll put my dad's business out there.
I don't like the apartment thing though. Like just because you can't. Like I'm quiet. Like
Me too.
I don't need a lot of like. I don't make noise pollution. Like,
yes.
Unless like I know it's empty in the house, then I'll turn on the speakers and I'll turn it up a little bit and shit like that. But like I can't trust neighbors to do the same.
Yeah, I know.
Or I can't ask them to do the same either. Like it's just like.
I tried to not leave as much noise as I possibly can, but like my roommate plays music very, very loud, and I'm actually like I'm not gonna complain about it because some of it I actually like, but quite a bit of it I actually don't like. But like how I feel is that's his, like I am living in his space. Sometimes like the trailer is his, and I just have a space in the trailer that's mine. So whenever like the stuff like music's playing very loudly, like I will never complain because. That's not really in my right. But my neighbor is sure as shit complain anytime my dog just like fucking has like a fucking bark outside.
Mm-hmm.
If she's just like if there's a dog that walks by.
Oh, sure as shit.
She's like, she'll bark. She'll like, she's not loud. She'll just do like a little bark because she wants their attention.
Boof.
Yeah, she'll boof. That's it. And then my neighbors will immediately call the property managers and like, their dog is being a fucking tyrant and so loud.
She's like caressing the call button, like it's already dialed. She's just like, any fucking moment I hear that goddamn dog.
And like, here's a funny thing I did one time. My neighbors.
She started barking. Like, bow, 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 bow.
One of my neighbors, I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Because for a long time I couldn't figure out which neighbor was complaining, but I think I figured it out now.
Yeah, isolated it down.
Yeah, and so. But they were complaining to our property manager that our dog was barking. And so they were like, oh, there's like this huge German Shepherd that's making so much noise. And I have a medium-sized dog, and she's only half German Shepherd. She doesn't even look like a German Shepherd, really. Mm-hmm. And so it was funny because the property manager called me and was asking me about this. I'm like, are they saying that she's barking now? And so she like kind of three-way called us without his knowledge and was like, hey, is the dog barking currently? Because she can hear what I'm hearing. Even like she could, like she muted me, but she can hear outside. Like I was standing outside while we were on the phone, which my dog was outside, and he's like, "Yeah, the dog's making so much noise now," and my dog was dead ass silent. And so like that's how my property managers don't believe a fucking thing those neighbors say anymore because they always make complaints about us for just no reason. They just complain.
Yeah, fucking.
They're one of those people. Like, what can we complain about today? And they like spin the fucking like Wheel of Fortune, like roulette wheel, and just like lands on something. Yeah.
That gay kid across the street that's fucking narking him.
Except sometimes I feel like, I mean, my roommate and I've talked about this. We are not in a relationship, and we have never had sex. So we're happen to both be queer, but we're living in the same house. We're not queer together. But there are other queer couples that live in the live on the property. So it's like 400 trailers, and like. They have no issue, but sometimes I feel like I feel a little targeted sometimes just because the place I live is a little bit more conservative than where I grew up. I feel a little targeted. I'm like, I mean, is it because
like you can just say it, like I just know, then I'll know you're a bad person. I just won't interact.
Yeah, and then I sorry to complain about my neighbors, but part of me thinks that because the ex roommate that used to live with them used to fight with the neighbors, so now like they just think that we are both like that. We're like, wow, no, he's a really shitty
There's like
person.
a stigma to it.
Yeah, like the ex roommate was a really shitty person, and my roommate and I are not like that, in like the sense that he is. So, it is what it is. But you're right. Like I was a little hesitant about like back to your comment on like this the kind of connotation saying like I live in a trailer like comes with, because like I didn't really have the same connotation. I was just like I don't really know enough about it, but like it always like if I watch Cops enough, like people who are like would be considered white trash, they like tend to go to a trailer park.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's just like it's a low income option for a lot of people, or it's just like
it is.
Yeah.
Except I don't know. It's hard. Like I get the downsides of living in a trailer. I don't know. I know the downsides of it. Like
you really don't get your own personal property, like your own backyard kind of thing, and
I mean, not really. I mean, my older sister lives in a trailer, and like they own their like little piece of property, so she can do whatever. Like she can do whatever
fences,
she wants.
I guess.
But I don't know if she can put fences. But specifically in my park that we live in, we can't put any kind of fencing up. We can't do anything like that, and they're very particular. Like you have to cut your grass like once a week because it has to be like
two size. Yeah, no, I get it.
Like
yeah,
a very specific length.
I've had landlords that were fucking shitty like that, and it's like I bought a push mower because one, it was cheaper and I didn't have a lot of money, and two, I just really did not want to deal with a gas one, and it just fucking sucked to push. And sometimes I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna wait a week, and they would be on it, dude.
Yeah. They literally. I mean, the property managers. I literally don't think anything negatively of them because they're very nice people, and the park that I live in is owned by a corporation that own parks like around the United States.
Yeah.
So they're literally just taking orders from somebody else.
Yeah.
So there's no point in me getting mad at them
because it's a corporate. There's someone further on the chain that's yelling at them. So
yeah, and so they're just doing their job. But also, like, speaking of lawnmowers, shout out to my parents because there was an old lawnmower in our garage that my dad paid to get fixed, and he gave it to us. And so now we can cut our grass very regularly now. If
I can send any recommendations, I did eventually buy an electric one, but like just get the fucking gas.
Yeah, it's a gas mower.
Yeah, anyone out there who's thinking about getting a lawnmower, just get like a really nice, efficient gas one, because like electric ones just require that power to do the motor, and if it's fucking weedy or the grass is thick or if it's wet, you're fucked because it's not going to give it enough oomph to get through it.
Yeah, and like honestly, investing money in like a really nice lawnmower goes a long way.
Oh yeah.
Like my dad bought a really expensive like the lawnmower my parents use is really expensive, and it's lasted like 7 years.
Yeah.
And, like it's still going, and like my dad regularly cuts the grass.
I like cutting the grass.
I do too.
So I've always had this issue about just plain exercising. I always felt like it was a
chore.
No. Well, a little bit. Like it was a time sink and a chore, but like I was spending this energy on something that was basically nothing. Like I could have been like if I was out like running errands for like someone, like, oh, here I'm gonna deliver your thing, and like running around the neighborhood. That's like actually providing not a service, but like
it's productive.
Yeah, it's being productive. It's using that energy in a positive way, and running and exercising. Like I love it because it's a sense of freedom where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna go wherever I want. I try to do that more. I try to just like, I'm not going to take my normal route, even though I love my normal route. I really do.
I don't really know what route you go, but
oh, I see so many deer. I saw a bunch of babby ones today.
Babby ones.
Yeah,
I did too. I was on my way home from Walmart, and like they were just standing on the side of the road eating with their mama. Yeah. Also, I mentioned that I live across from a cornfield, and that cornfield is right next to like a couple horse ranches.
Okay.
And so there's horses.
I didn't expect you to say horse, so that caught me off guard.
Horse.
All these horses doing here.
But what's
your mother's a horse, but it's spelled like WHOR.
SORS. Yeah. Horse.
Horse.
Who's? You must have who's.
Who's.
No,
Your mother's a horse.
But what's really cool is like the fence for the horse ranch comes like damn near right up next to the road, and so it's really cool. And I haven't seen them until today.
I don't trust horses.
But I mean, they're pretty. There's one that's like all white, and there's another one that's like jet black. And
yeah, they're always fighting.
No, they're
they're just like running up to each other and just start fucking hooving the shit out of them.
They're very pretty next to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, they have their dicks out a lot.
Do they masturbate?
I don't know.
Do you know that horses can masturbate?
Okay, thank you.
They slap their dick against their stomach.
All right, thank you. I mean, I have a hedgehog. Hedgehogs also can masturbate.
Really?
Sure can.
Oh.
Yeah, learn something new every day.
How do they do it?
I don't know.
Enlighten us.
I think they just
sometimes they look in his cage and there's just nut everywhere.
No, I think what they do is they rub it against the ground or something. Oh,
okay.
I'm not 100%.
That's what I do.
Beautiful.
Uh-huh.
But the horses were like right up next to the fence, right up next to the road.
So
I was on my way home from Walmart today, this morning, before I had to go to work, and I want to touch them, of course. They're pretty. I want to just
horse.
I'm actually Tina. I like horses, horseland, and
is that like porcelain?
Porcelain, yeah.
Porcelain.
Yeah, I don't know what the porcelain horse's name is. I think it's just Whorses. I'm not sure. But they're just like, they're pretty. They're just like really pretty. And like I said, they're so close. I could probably touch them.
Yeah.
If I really wanted.
I don't trust them, dude.
If I really wanted to. I don't know. Well,
they're gonna drop kick me, paralyze me, and then they're gonna bite my fingers off.
Also, I don't know if I've ever mentioned, but I was a Girl Scout. Also, I mean, in case you somehow didn't know this, I'm trans. But I was a Girl Scout.
You man.
And
made it 30 minutes into the episode.
Yeah, I know. 34 minutes.
We'll edit.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, whatever. 30 whatever
At
minutes.
Least the 30 whatever.
But I went to a couple horse camps.
Horse.
Stop making fun of the way
I love how you say horse. Horse camps.
I like put a lot of emphasis on the H, I guess.
Horse.
Fuck off. Horseradish. I don't know. What else do you like say that's weird? What do you think? What do you think you say that's weird? Except for kabumbers.
Tell me about your Girl Scout thing.
Oh, I just went to a couple horse camps during the summer. Stop. No one can see this because there's no camera.
I got a big smile on my face.
Every time I say that, Mike just laughs.
I'm smiling.
I'm glad you like the way I say that. I guess I add that to the list of things that I say weird.
Yeah, soon it's just going to be like, hey, this is Kamden. Here's a list of words he's going to say to you now. Warsh, rough, crick.
Horse. Do you say caramel or caramel?
Dude, you put me on the spot. You couldn't.
I know.
Yeah. You would have to, like, trick me and say, like, oh, what's in a Snickers bar? And I'm like, nougat, peanuts, caramel. I mean, you said it. Caramel. Caramel's that fancy shit, though.
Yeah, that's that.
I'm allergic to caramel, but caramel I can have as much as I want.
I say caramel. I know this for a fact. Like, if there's never a time I'll say caramel, and if I do, then shoot me because I'm having a stroke.
There's only one, like, do you say it like this or like this, that I just will fight the person. You want to take a guess of what it is?
Is it Warsh?
No.
No, I don't know.
It's when people say Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
I'm from Missouri.
Oh, my God. See, here's the thing.
What kind of fucking mythical land is that?
My family, my dad's family, they live, like, a little bit more south than where I live, and they say Missouri.
Yeah. Is that like, outside of Missouri? Do you have to keep going south?
See, I like to say Missouri is actually just St. Louis. And so then, like, the rest of the United, or, like, the rest of, like,
our own little liberal bubble that keeps us safe.
Yeah, the like rest of the state is Missouri. I mean, I don't know. I was at the Pokemart one time, and there was a girl who came in like a real thick accent, and I was like,
"Howdy, y'all."
Well, like I asked her, I was like, "Oh, dang, like you have like obviously have an accent. Like, are you from Tennessee? Because that's what it sounded like she was from."
Because you only I see, baby. You want to get Nikki?
Nikki.
That's a deal breaker.
But no, she was from Missouri, but she was in like the boot heel, like the very very bottom corner of Missouri.
That's why Missouri's got a great ass. Is wearing those heels all the time.
Boom. I know. Our calves are thick.
Fucking wear it, girl. Run it, bitch.
What a bitch. I don't know.
Everyone knows that Missouri's a drag queen.
It must be in the closet.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
Everyone's just too scared to admit it.
Louisiana looks like a fucking shoe. I know there's some state that's supposed to look like a glove. I think Michigan. When you get west, they're just like fucking rectangles.
That were Mitt.
Do you ever notice that?
Mitt Romney came from Mittens.
I don't know. Isn't Mitt Romney Mormon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I saw a picture of him and like his fucking children. There's a South Park reference there for you.
There you go.
But no, have you ever noticed that like the states on the East Coast are very like the shapes, like they're very like weird shapes.
Yeah.
And then like as you get more like Missouri is like the fucking cutoff because then like
yeah, we're
except
like
for Texas.
We're like the Venn diagram center. It's like square and squiggle.
Yeah, because you're right.
There's a Dimitri Martin joke to that. Culture is attracted by squiggles. And that's
culture is attracted.
That's why Wyoming has no culture.
Oh.
That's the fucking... No, that's Utah, isn't it? Utah's square, right?
There are a lot of them are. They're fucking rectangles.
There's a lot of them. Sorry.
A lot of them.
Actually, a lot of them are square.
Except for Idaho. I mean, I don't know. The shape of Idaho is a little... It's very, like... It's just very, like, sharp and square. Like, that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, except for... And, like, you get to California...
I drew it from memory, so those listening at home, you didn't get to see that.
No. Unfortunate. That sucks.
That's all for you, Kim.
Just, if you don't know, look up a map.
Put this in... Yeah, so open up your cellular smart device. Your space computer.
I'll give you a second.
Computer. Yep. All right, now type in 2.5cast. Or patreon.com/2.5cast. No, just do 5, and then just click the donate button. There you go. That's what Utah looks like. I mean Idaho. I mean whatever
whatever state. About. Yeah. Or you can just go to Google.
Google.
And type in twitter.com/TWO5CAST 2.5cast and just give us a little follow.
We're not done, by the way. This is not us like ending the episode.
Nope, we're just gonna throw a little promo right there in the middle.
Middle promo.
Have fun.
Gonna sneak right into you, up to you.
Throw it in there like the salt guy. Is that meme dead yet?
The pineapple guy? I've always known him as Pineapple.
See, like I knew him as Salt, like because he's actually throwing salt. Even though the very popular Tumblr post is like the whole like pineapple on pizza thing.
I'm pro pineapple. We talked about.
I am definitely pro pineapple.
Give me pineapple. Give me onions. Give me chicken and jalapeno. That's the 4.
We literally eat the same thing, except I will 86 the jalapenos. I'm not a jalapeno fan.
Get fucked.
I'm trying. What was it you were going to say that you will fight people on?
That was it. The Missouri.
Oh, you're right, Missouri. You did say that. Sorry. I don't know why I just forgot this. We just had this conversation. So I don't know. I felt like it was going to be something different. I think I was expecting like a different word or something. Nope. But Missouri.
It's that shit-ass state we live in.
Yeah,
At least we're not in the news for bad shit this time in some other state. Thanks for stepping up to the plate, fuckers.
Yeah, for real. I don't know. We want to talk about that?
Nope.
I mean, like...
Because it's going to be 3 weeks later.
Yeah, you're right. And who knows? Things could have potentially passed by now.
Who knows? It's probably Missouri now again. We're going to talk about something fun, like murder. No, I'm just kidding.
Myrrh.
Myrrh.
I love that Vine's like, I brought you myrrh. Thank you. Murder.
Judith, no.
Judith, no. Like, I don't know why. It's just a cute Vine. I miss Vines. I'm sorry we were going back and we were talking about this, but there's
we all know why it's gone.
No. Oh, yes, we talked about this. But, like, I love them. They're so, like, those 7 those 7 seconds just, like, they made me laugh so much, and
it was such a non-commitment thing too. Like, fucking tell me to watch a YouTube video. Fuck you.
Like, I can just watch this 7-second video and get a little laugh.
If you had me a knife to fight you with, I'd rather just stab myself. No, I really can't watch it.
And like, I will still go on YouTube sometimes because they have those compilations of like different Viners, different like Viner videos, and they're still so funny. Like, even though I've watched them a million times, I still love them.
Yeah,
they still make me laugh. Like, those are the types of things, like, when I'm feeling down, I'm gonna go, like, look for some visual stimulation to make me feel better.
A lot of my references are from Vines.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure are. I like, I don't know, just the one that comes to mind is Jay Versace. I just think he's, like, really funny. I don't know.
Is that one girl's like, you remember that one time when I liked you? And she's like, cuts, and it's her.
No.
She's like, no. And she's like, good. Never
Because
happened.
it never happened.
Huh. And she, like, flicks her.
No, that's not. Jay Versace, he's gotta be, like, probably 17.
He's gotta be.
He's like just like a young black man. He was funny. I don't know. He's done a lot. I can't think of one that you know off the top of your head.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. After this podcast, I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you some of his stuff so you can see kind of who I'm talking about, and you know. Did you have any, like, that you specifically liked?
No, I can never remember the name. There's that one guy with the, like, scraggly beard who's like, there's not enough for chicken nuggets. The 69 cents one. He's got some good ones because he's got one where he's
yeah.
It's a series of them, and he's like, as your president, and he's doing, like, a whole thing, but he has, like, a speech, someone helping with the speech, and they're like, okay, now say this, and, like, he's misinterpreting. It's so fucking funny. It's
Is he white?
Yeah.
I think you're talking about. He goes,
Yeah.
not enough for chicken nuggets.
Yeah,
it
that
kind of
one.
sounds like. I like, because I've
Do you
seen
know what
some.
a meme is? And it's just like it fucking zooms out. And he's like, no.
Yeah, like, I like that he referred back to that Vine because it got so popular, and it was just like, fuck. Like, I don't think he expected it to blow up, like, just as much as it did. Because it was like a super popular meme.
Yeah.
And he was just like, son of a bitch.
That's the one.
That's the one people are gonna remember before.
To my kitchen. We have banana.
Oh my god. There was always there's another kid, I can't think of his name, but I really like him too. And the one that stands out in my mind is, he goes, Dad, I lost my virginity. And the dad goes, son, that's great. How was it? And the son goes, my ass hurts. And he goes, what? Like, he's shocked. And that's just the one that stands out in my mind. But
that's so good.
I like his, like, I like Vine. I except for Jacob Sartorius, and like that genre of Vine that was, like, very, like, just tailored to, like, a very particular audience. Those kids went to Musical.ly.
So the fucking on the train of look at the shit Mike hates now. I've never liked Thomas Sanders.
Oh yeah. We talked about this.
Yep.
I don't know why.
I just generic white boy. Like, I don't know. I don't have much room to talk because I'm just as generic white boy as they come. But, like, I don't know, the whole, like, story time, and then fucking, like, oh, please get away from me.
I mean, I guess I understand potentially, but I actually don't feel any ill feelings towards Thomas, like, or Thomas Sanders, like the Tom Sanders, because he, like, I follow his Tumblr page, and he's, like, genuinely a really nice person.
Oh yeah, I'm so sure.
Like, I also have, like, not been really, like, into his content. Like, it's never really been like, oh, this is so funny, this is so great, but, like, I don't mind watching him just because he's very nice.
It's like a very mild humor. I think that's what like it's like a very,
he doesn't cuss.
Yeah, it's so broad and just I don't want to say generic again, but, like, anyone can get the jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that, like, jokes need to be exclusive or anything like that, but it's very clear that it's not for me. Those jokes are written for me.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's for a younger audience, but it feels almost like it's for a younger audience.
I feel like it is.
There's a, do you know who Dave Coulee is? Uncle Joey, or Joey, cousin, or Joey from Full House.
Okay, oops.
Whoops. Yeah, you know who Joey from Full House
Yeah.
is? Okay, his name in real life is Dave Coulee. I think he's Canadian or something.
Okay.
Anyway, he's a comedian. And a piece of advice that was told to him that he also said is, and you know what, this is an interesting piece of, like, advice, but I will never fucking apply to me, is if you work clean, you can work anywhere. Because he also doesn't do vulgar, like, vulgar comedy,
and then what's
or
his
like
name? The fucking dad's like, you see that shit?
Bob
Fuck
Saget.
my
Oh my
asshole."
god, Bob Saget is so dirty.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh whoops! Look at that! Oh yikes! I got super loud. Bob Saget is like, he's a dirty comedian.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, Dave Coulee was just like, if you work clean, you can work anywhere. I'm like, I mean, that's like a cool piece of advice.
Cut it out. Fucking.
Full House was my shit. Fucking repeats, like, cause I was young.
Yeah.
But you know, it was just interesting to me. Have you ever watched like Bob Saget stand up?
Oh yeah, that's
It's
what I'm
great.
referring to.
I
Like,
know,
it's so vulgar.
I love it. I liked when he did, because at the same time when Full House reruns were playing, like the early 2000s, America's Funniest Home Videos reruns were playing when he was the host, and he was so fucking funny. Like, I don't know, he just makes me laugh. I just like him. And then, what's John Stamos is just hot. Like that's it.
All he just rode in on his bike and just fucked the producer.
I mean,
like,
honestly though, have you looked at pictures of him now?
Is he still hot?
He's fucking really good looking.
Okay,
He's
cool.
aged so well.
That's always the good thing to see. Like Drake and Josh, like the quote unquote unattractive one, growing up to be like fucking yes sir.
Yeah, and like honestly, I think Josh Peck is way more attractive than Drake Bell.
I mean, also Drake is gross, so.
I mean, like as a human being.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Also, I mean, I don't know. He was talking shit about Justin Bieber, and then Justin Bieber
kind of sucks.
Well, it was funny. Like the only thing that I have seen that I think I have enjoyed is he was talking shit about Justin Bieber, and then some Justin Bieber fans were like threatening him. He goes, "This will be my location at this time. Come fucking fight me," and he did, and no one showed up.
Oh.
And it was like he was so fucking for real about it. Like he's like, "Fucking come at me," and no one was there, and it was. To me, that was really funny because I was like,
That's
I mean,
funny.
at least he like followed through with it, and he wasn't like being a little bitch about it.
He's
or
like
anything.
3 o'clock playground. See you there, fucker.
He was. He was in an airport.
Yeah.
He was just like, come find me, and no one because he tweeted a picture, and he's just like, like look at all these people, and there was no one there.
I wonder if that's like a slam on him though. It's just like no one cares. But
No, I mean, I'm sure he saw it as like, look at all you fuckers just like talking shit, and like, guess what? Nothing's happening.
the same thing for Neville, the guy who plays Neville.
Yes, he is.
Attractive dude.
He's a very good looking dude. And of course, pardon me, he was always like considered like the dopey, like weird kid. But
He was Harry Potter too. He was the backup Harry Potter.
He was. If you've read the books, then you know.
If you read the box, look at the box.
And it was briefly talked.
Explain.
Explain. Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, don't,
Explain. That's another Vine.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
It's longer than 7 seconds.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe.
Anyway.
I don't know. I love it though.
You want to wrap up?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it was a nice
protocol on
little
this.
chit chat we had here.
Yeah. Oh fuck, we need questions. Oh well, if you want to send more questions.
Boom, some more questions. We'll get to them.
Yeah. Send questions at two5cast@gmail.com. TWO5CAST@gmail.com.
Or on Twitter, twitter.com/TWO5CAST, two5cast.
Add us, bitch.
Or you can just leave them in the comments.
Yeah.
Also an
we
option.
read them. We appreciate them. Give us a little like.
Boom.
Let's do the whole shilling thing. Ready?
Yeah.
Give us a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more. And if you like our work, come visit us over at our Patreon, patreon.com/two5, and kick in a buck.
Plug it in.
Yep. Plugs.
Plugs.
All right, bye, y'all.
Bye.